Hare Krishna. Yeah, you could not say your name. Hare Krishna, I would like to welcome all of you affectionately. Thank you for coming and giving your support really for the devotees who will take the first and the second initiation. So welcome our devotees. You must be a little nervous, that's good. It's very momentous. Also, I want to greet those whom I know. I see this, our gentleman in the back. Hare Krishna, nice to see you again. So we will just sing the holy name for a little while, and then we will proceed into the ceremonies. Can you please join me? backyard, 7 months backyard. And he wants that the other things just go away, the mental things, the burden, the stress of living in a town that is full of diversions. So I invite you into this space. It's very important. Don't stay where you are. Come to the world of the ecstatic human beings. Please join us. means love you all. So actually Darren, our priest who will introduce his young. You have prepared a beautiful garland with the best of flowers for the greatest of happiness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Very, very warm welcome to His Holiness Sacinandana Swami Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for being here with us today and conducting this ceremony. It's our great fortune that a great soul like yourself is in our midst. After many, many pious activities, devotional activities, that we get the sukriti to have association of a true sadhu. So we're very fortunate to be here in your association. And a very warm welcome to you, Maharaj. Very warm welcome to all the initiates who've assembled here. Also, what a great fortune for you to be here today, to take these next steps in your spiritual life. Steps closer to Krishna, in this very, very sacred place of Radha Murlidas temple, right around the corner from 26 2nd Avenue, where Srila Prabhupada came. And we're all here by his extended mercy. Such a great fortune to take these next steps. There's only auspiciousness today for that reason. So I want to welcome you and congratulate you. And I'm your servant. Maharaj, I'm your servant. I'm your servant. I hope I can assist you all in this ceremony and hereafter, whatever I can do for you. And a very warm welcome to all of you who've come to assemble here to witness this glorious event. To just witness this is already an act of devotional service and a great act of spiritual advancement. It's a fortune to be a witness to this. We get purified by seeing devotees make advancement, by seeing this beautiful loving exchange between spiritual master and disciple. So yeah, welcome, and I also congratulate you for being all here to witness this event. You're also not just a witness, you're not just a passive spectator here. You are active participants in this ceremony. I often quote Sacinandana Swami Maharaj before conducting these ceremonies, that our life is like a boat, like a ship, and it's the blessings of the devotees, the blessings of our loved ones, the blessings of our spiritual master, which makes that ship go in places where it otherwise would not go. Wonderful places. So you are not just a passive witness, but an active participant in the sense that you're here. We're all here to support these devotees, to bless them, to pray for them. And I would request all of you to bring your prayers, your blessings, your heart into this ceremony as we offer the oblations in the fire. As we chant the mantras, you can chant along and have your heart here. Try to really bless these souls and give them that favorable wind moving forward in their spiritual life. A few words about the ceremony. His Holiness Maharaj, Sacinandana Swami Maharaj, will first address us and the initiates in particular about the heart and the substance of this ceremony and the initiation itself. Then after that, we'll be conducting the fire sacrifice. We'll be chanting mantras and offer the final oblation, for which we request you all to stand up and offer a special prayer. And then we'll have kirtan and we'll complete this ceremony. So without further ado, I'll hand over the mic again to Sacinandana Swami to address us and reveal the essence and the heart of what we're doing today.
Very nice spoken. Thank you. Before I start, just two remarks. Vasudeva very, very nicely encouraged you to be active members or active participants. You who are not taking the initiation here. And he gave you one very good idea how you could do that. That is, you could give your blessings and your well wishes. Yeah? But I always think that there is also an additional way. So the yajna, the priest, the yajnaman, the one who has requested the priest to conduct the yajna, are opening a space, a sacred space, which we all really long to inhabit, but we often pass by it. Life is fast. When I entered New York, I was shocked by a billboard. It says it was by a hospital. There was a stroke, and they said, we treat your stroke 10 times faster than any ordinary hospital. I said, is that the criterion? Should we not say we have this and that and this? Advanced medicinal knowledge. So, do we become better when we are faster in something? Our civilization has become totally misguided by this idea. Faster, faster. The end result of this faster, faster is more and more stressed human beings, because how fast can a car go? You know, when it's 120 miles an hour, if it's such a car, then bus 120 miles and don't go all the time 120 miles. Don't try to go 250 miles an hour. You will break your car in your mind very quickly. So fast, even people don't have time for a good surgery. It must be fast. You know, they are so stressed. Even when they are almost dying, they are stressed. You know, in the process. It takes whatever time it takes to do the surgery or to heal you. It takes time for healing. Good. So here is a sacred space, a shelter, a shrine, which will open. And I believe those of you who have already taken initiation, and that's most of you, the majority of the devotees here, you can go back in your mind to that time when you were sitting at the initiation fire, when you were making your sacred vows, when you were thinking at that moment, now I will finally do what is most important, what has priority, which is much more important than faster, 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 and more efficient. But it is being Krishna's servant. I will come to this now, my servant, being Krishna. So it's always an opportunity for us to revisit that heightened state of awareness and consciousness which was there at the time when we had our own initiation. Good. Is that so? Please all join me. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Prasarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura-bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we are conducting the first and the second initiation. First initiation, an entrance, a formal entrance in our Sampradaya is given through the deliverance of the, through giving the holy names from the Sampradaya. We can take it also independently, but there's now an additional blessing of the Guru Sampradaya, and then we will also give the second initiation of the Gayatri mantras. I will conduct these ceremonies with the help of our very dear and expert Vasudev Prabhu in service to Srila Prabhupada and our lineage. We really acknowledge the need of the blessings to do such an important ceremony which connects devotees really with the Lord. That's not a small thing. That's a very great event in the life of an individual. When does initiation work and when does it not work? I would say, looking around in the history of our movement, where we try to give sacred initiation to many, there are success stories and failure stories. I will not burn your mind with percentages here. When does it work? In the Hari Bhakti Vilas, we find a very important sloka in this shloka, we are informed what elements must be in place so that the transformation of a conditioned soul into an eternal servant of Krishna can successfully take place. There needs to be 5 elements, the so-called 5 sanskaras. Now, I'm not sure if the philosophical part is of great interest to the children. If you find your child becoming restless, please, we have ample rooms for you to satisfy the needs of your child. There are different needs. Grown-up needs to be peaceful, silent, to enter the sacred space. And children needs maybe to play at that time. So parents have to take care of the needs of the children. That's the responsibility. But we cannot play in the same room. There's different interests and needs. So, if I was not clear, I can say it much clearer, but then you will freeze. So maybe assist the devotees who are not yet understanding that some of you understand. Good. So 5 things need to be there in place to transform the heart of a conditioned soul, which is so much filled with anatas and unfortunate sanskaras. The 5 needs is not just come to an initiation ceremony and obtain the name and the mantra and give your vows. That is not enough to bring you back home, back to God. The example of the scriptures is very telling. Imagine we wanted to make this cup into a golden cup, and we couldn't go to Daya Gauranga, who's extremely rich, and say, can you just replace this cup and give us a golden cup? Imagine we wanted to transform this and make it into a new metal. This is brass, I suppose. And what would be necessary? Those who have studied physics know you would have to counteract the strong force, one of the 4 forces which hold the matter together. It's molecules who bind in a certain way, and the atoms and all this. I'm not such an expert, and then this is made of atoms and of the constellations of the atoms and these such molecules. And you would have to change that to make it into gold. In the same way, if we want to go back to God and become gold pure in your heart, do you think just sitting down for the initiation ceremony will do that? Do you think your Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, full of absent-mindedness, will save you from death? Do you think will to come like this? No, my dear devotees. You need to know, how do I bring the necessary elements into my life? Let us listen carefully from Shastra what these elements are. First, they mention Urdhva Pundra. That's a distinct path that goes to Krishna, which is the outward manifestation of it is the tilak. Vasudeva is the Gaudiya Vaishnava tilak. He is committed to the path of Mahaprabhu and not Vallabha tilak. He has another, which is a slightly different path. No? So you become initiated in a certain lineage, and that you will see by your tilak. My dear devotees, therefore, tilak is very important to place on 12 parts of the body, especially when you go to the temples, but I do it every day because that's how Prabhupada taught us. This tilak will protect you like a loving mother protects the child. It is the lineage which you claim allegiance with. The other thing is tapas, some austerities must be there. You cannot remain a slave of every impulse that appears in the mind. Therefore, we have given a minimum of 4 tapasas, which are you commit to, 4 rules and regulations. But there is other things. If you wish to increase your spiritual well-being, you must look at things like getting up earlier to have an undisturbed sadhana. Yes, that's a tapasya. But the tapasya is necessary. Because our priest is the disciple of our exalted Kadamakanana Maharaj, I want to remember our Maharaj at this moment. He had one motto in life: I struggle and emerge. In fact, he had it written down, and it was everywhere with him. I struggle and I emerge. He was dedicated to tapasya, the glorious stuff against the weakening material influences. And in all of our lives, we should find appropriate tapasya. It shouldn't become a torture and austerity which leaves us nodding, sleeping through every class because of sleep deprivation. It must be appropriate and support us in our spiritual life. Very important. Without some effort to go against the stream of modern misguided civilization, no good transformational results can be had. Then we get the nama, the name. We should have a relationship to the name. Every day we are committing to chant so and so many rounds, and those of you who are Brahman initiation, visit your first initiation. Look at what you understood at those at that time, and critically ask, how could it come that I've explained away and compromised so much in my life? How? What has happened to me? And how can I catch up? Perhaps slowly but persistently to my earlier vows. You know? When you break vows, you break your spirituality. It's not good to do that. It's you who suffer, no one else. And you who knows, and when you do it, and Krishna who knows. Nama. Which name. And we also get our name. The Klauster. Klaus becomes perhaps Kalanidi. You know, that's a Dasa. Name which is just such a wonderful thing. It reminds him of the highest ideas. Prabhupada once said something so telling, that when we have a spiritual name, perhaps at the moment of our death we think, oh, Kalanidi, you really blew it. Maybe you're wrong. But at least at that time we chant the holy name of the name, Lord. Kalanidi, name of Krishna, very good. So, or when we think of us in any terms, it's encouraging to think of the spiritual part of us. No? We are no longer Klaus. We are now Kalanidi does, Krishna does. No? That always reminds me, I'm always highly inspired. I must say I like my name very much because it reminds me of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sacinandana Das. In my mind, I'm the Das. Sacinandana Das. Yeah. As I go through life, and there may be different orders of life, but I'm really a Das of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. the name, no? Holy name and own sacred name. Next is mantra, that refers to the Gayatri mantra, and then comes yajna. All this allows you to be a second time born. What was it? Let us try to get it together. Again, first ingredient of our transformation. Thank you. The second ingredient, appropriate. No? It should help us. No? And help us. Second. Third is Namaha. Fourth, mantra, and yajna. These are the things which help us to transform. I'm very lucky to be God Krishna, who always does a puja to his beautiful deity, Gopalaj. If you have not yet seen Gopalaj, you must see him. He is very Raj-like, Raj-oriented Gopalaj. On ordinary days, of course, the busy days like this one, when the puja is done later or in the night, but I see by regular puja and this whole area where the Gayatri mantras help, our atmosphere in our group, our preaching group is so wonderful. Also, Radha Kanayalal worship so wonderfully by the devotees who are with me. Very, very, very nice. We can feel, yes, this is real spiritual life. Krishna-centered life. No? Make yajna, make puja, the full realm. So when you have second initiation, please see if you can come sometimes to worship Shri Radha Munidhara. These very beautiful deities. You must agree with me. They are heart pullers. These deities. Very attractive. Of course, the second initiation is not only given to Brahmanas. It's not only when you do puja that you are entitled for the second initiation. It could be given to preachers, or in my mind also to wonderful devotees who are dedicated to go back to God. If you can engage directly with Krishna or Gonitai or Radha Krishna and puja, that is to your great advantage. These things, they are given, they are form the background of what we are doing here. And this background must be known and it must be visited by all of us. How am I in these 5 elements of those who don't have, or the 3 elements which are given in the first initiation? Revisit these things and see them as inspirations in your life. That was the main point which I wanted to say. 2 or 3 words on the chanting of the holy name are appropriate. This chanting of the holy name is something very tender. It needs to be protected like a plant. A plant that is planted in a garden is not protected. There can be weeds that grow simultaneously, and if the essential plant which you want to take care of is not nourished, the weeds can sometimes become stronger than the plant and choke the plant. So to care for your chanting means to look at the 10 offenses of the holy name and avoid them, or at least try to avoid them as good as you can. I heard some very insightful lecture by His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, who made a very important point. Ordinarily we hear all the 10 offenses spring from inattention while chanting. And I think we all know it is an effort to remain attentive throughout the rounds. I was failing actually today, I was driving. This was my first drive through New York when I was not totally tired and exhausted. And boom, this library, that library, this one actor plays a dog. I was seeing so-and-so plays a dog. It was, for a European mind, interesting. You know, where he come from. And I saw many other things. I saw the road through which the Rolling Stones drove. I have perceived many things today in my road, in my New York adventure, first New York adventure. Yes, I was not. I said to him, Sacinandana, Swami, be with your rounds now. It is from this inattention that we never will relish the holy name, because the holy name will always be here and we will be light years away from it. Only when we chant with absorption will we really meet the holy name. That is a common understanding which you have heard many times in lectures, and I think you all could give lectures about this very well. But Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj took a very insightful approach. He said, he asked the question, why do we make at all these offenses that block our bhakti? And he said the prime reason is that we are not yet identified with I am the servant of Krishna, but we are still more identified with I am the false ego designation, one upadi, one label which we put. So he said, really the 10 offenses all start with the 10th offense. To go backward, where it said to maintain material attachment, to remain absorbed in I and me. That's the two sides of the false ego chickpea. You know? Chickpea has two sides, so false ego is I and me. And from this false ego, then you do all the other things. And the grossest manifestation is when you quarrel with devotees. No? That's the first offense. That's the most visible manifestation of the false ego. But all the other offenses along the way are all coming from there. So when you chant, my dear devotees, take just 10 seconds time. You have this even in New York. And before you sit, say to yourself, let the real me now change. Let the real person, the servant of Krishna, now address my Lord. And then it will be easier for you to remain absorbed and have the most, here comes my New York English, the most awesome experience. Sounds a little gross, isn't it? But yeah, I heard it when I landed at the airport. Observing your culture with great interest. Yes, go have that time with you and God, and don't let the phantom self, ego speak, and be distracted, of course, but let the real self pray, please accept me, my love, please accept me. That will be very good, this simple thing. So, a word on second initiation. Second initiation, if we take it quite serious, will haul us in 3 times a day into the sacred space, when we sit 3 times a day and address the Lord, or become aware of these wonderful statements or truths which are I really request all of you who take initiation, also the disciples of my exalted God brothers, please make yourself familiar with the meaning of the mantra, so that as you chant them, you can chant them not just with your tongue, but with your heart also. For that reason, there's good literature available. Those who take initiation from me, I request you to read and pass a test on the Gayatri mantra. Because we're in America, everything went very fast with this initiation, and I understand no one of those who is getting second initiation has passed the test. Is there an exception? No. What does this tell us? How much have you thought about this? How important is it to you? Is it just a ritual thing, perhaps? If you perhaps want to also have a Gayatri, a Brahmin thread, you have some institutional upward mobility. Howdy, I expect all of you that you correct this. And in 2 months, I will be there looking for the Brahman test. If you have not sent it in, I do not know what are the next steps. I do not know because I am mostly a kind person. Mostly I'm always overwhelmed by my other needs. But sometimes I raise these questions. And since this is a very good opportunity to implant some sincerity in the heart and using it with love and affection in my mind. Good. Now I would like to wish all of those who attend to please give that blessing. Saya Guranga, Rasa Bihari, Daichati. I always forget names. So whoever you are, give your blessings. We have parents, we have relatives, we have children. Children now no longer a difficult time. Now you can give blessings, We have children, we have well-wishers, we have everyone there. Please give your blessings. Please give your blessings that these devotees can really fulfill their heart's desire, their soul's desire to be with Krishna, and not be diverted in this time, which is such a distraction. And it is not good distractions, because these distractions make us often hectic and stressful. Yes. Feel that? Yes. Good. Now let us give it over to our Vasudev. Are you enthusiastic? Yes. These words are not dampening your enthusiasm. No, they are.
It encourages.
Yes. I wanted to encourage. Yes. Good. How do we do this, Vasudev? We somehow we need to place maybe. What Vasudev? Prabhupada ki Jai. Sisi Goni Rai ki Jai. Gaur Prema.
We'll start with the Akshaman, sipping water, purification. But before we do that, we request everyone who doesn't have neck beads yet, new neck beads, to change the neck beads, and someone can help assist you. Maybe your wife or a loved one, a friend.
Have you offered the neck beads to the deity? You were not informed?
We can maybe put off.
Yeah, why not give all your neck beats to Rasana? Yes, maybe you can collect from everyone Rasana. It's only two who get It's very important to offer the beads to Krishna because you will be Krishna Dasi, and there your binding you to Krishna. The second initiates have already that.
We were told to change.
You get told to change?
Yeah.
Acha, then the step our priest is already active. Isn't it such a wonderful culture? Everything Krishna, Krishna, Krishna first. No? Sometimes it's, all is Krishna first. Yes, he's God. It should infiltrate every aspect of our life.
Later.
Ekaksham Sahaya Dhantara Shri Vishnu The meaning of this mantra is that whatever state one may be in, if one remembers Krishna who has beautiful lotus eyes, whose eyes are like lotus petals, and one becomes externally and internally purified. So you can take a moment to remember Krishna in your heart of hearts, and especially his beautiful lotus eyes. And this way sanctify your heart for this. Go further in the ceremony. So now you can take the Archman cup. Drink a few drops of water on both of your hands without making a swimming pool next to you. So now we'll take a few drops in our right hand, of our right hand. And so after me, Om Shivaya Namaha. And then again purify your right hand. Just throw some water. And then chant a few mantras. Om asya karmana punyaham bhavantu prabhanto om punyaham Om asya karmana swastir bhavantu prabhanto ayusmate swastir om swastihi Om asya karmana riddhim bhavantu prabhanto om ridhitam Om swastino govindah Swastino Achyutananta Swastino Vasudeva Vishnurgadhatu Swastino Narayano Narovai Swastino Padmanabha Purushottamo Dadhatu Swastino Vishwaksheno Vishweshwaraha Swastino Hrishikesho Hariya Dadhatu Swastino Vainateo Harihi Swastino Janasato Hanur Bhagavato Dadhatu Swasti Swasti Samangalaikesho Mahansi Krishna Satchidananda Ganastarveswareswaro Dadhatu Om Tad Vishno Paramam Sada Pashanti Surya Diviva Chakshudatatam Tadvipraso Vimanyavo Jagravum Sasamindhate Vishnu Yat Paramam Param Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Hare Krishna. I would like to Manish to come forward. Perhaps it's good if you first make your obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and then the deities, but with great joy we are.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
It's difficult to I think Prabhupada is understanding that. Good. My dear Manish, it is with great pleasure that acting today as Srila Prabhupada's representative to give you the first initiation. Let me ask you for the four rules and regulations which you are a surgeon, physician, yes, so try again. First, the four rules and regulations I cannot give us about chanting.
No intoxication.
Let's continue. What are the
No
four?
illicit sex.
Yeah.
No intoxication. No violence. No nicotine.
Yes. It is measured that our mind freezes in such a situation. I know you know that Manisha, you will be the next one. Remember the four rules and regulations. I know that you know them, and I have been in situations where Prabhupada gave initiations to the devotees and asked what's the four rules and regulation, and they turned it down. You know it. So now I'm getting no, yes, the gambling was no meat, no onion fish, or garlic. Then the next is no illicit sex, no intoxication. And the fourth is no gambling. You know them. But see, this is what happens. We have started to not think deep enough. We just repeat by rote. That means about 80% of our self is not engaged in what we are doing. This is what it means to live in such a town. It is not pleasant. It requires courage. How many rounds will you change? Wonderful. Most of all, 16 rounds. Yes. With great happiness in our heart. We give you the name of which is Manindra Das. You will be delighted to hear what Manindra means. It's the Lord of the Mind. You are obviously not the Lord of the Mind. You are the Das. You may take your seat. Manindra, yes, Lord of the Mind. These names are coming from Krishna. He knows already. Manindra Prabhu is part of a very glorious family. Advaita Acharya is the illustrious father, and all his sons and one daughter, they are all devotees who support the devotees in so many ways. Our Manindra gives physical consultation, there's Harinama Ananda, that must be your son?
Mayapur
Chandra Prabhu. Harinam is...
He's here also.
He is there. Hare Krishna, Harinam Prabhu.
Everybody's here.
Everybody.
Except one brother.
And older brother? Older brother?
Madhavendra Prabhu.
Madhavendra Prabhu. Yes.
And Krishna Kumar.
Krishna Kumar. Where is he? He is with us in spirit. We can
He's here, but
he's here. Yes. And there is son's name again?
Dhruv.
Dhruv. Yes.
That's Prahlad.
They are all there, and their wives, children are there. Wonderful. It is a great honor. I know your father very affectionately, and your mother. Mother is also here.
She's here.
Yes, mother. I know them very, very affectionately. I felt like all this meeting on here is a very emotional couple. They came, and they were always, we always discussed many things with your father. We always would find time to sit, and he would affectionately invite me many times. Glorious soul, father. Yes. Now we come to our Manisha, please. Yes. Very, very good. Your good name is Manini Devidas. Manini is one of the many names of Yamuna Devi. But those who know about Raj Bhakti is also a name of the Radharani when she is in a mood where she gives special pleasure to Krishna. But I was thinking of Yamuna, Devi Dasi, may Yamuna, stay, blessings be with you and purify your heart and life. And it is with great happiness that I'm giving you this second initiation today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good. So wonderful. There are 4 more initiates who will be, or maybe 5 even. I will start here by Krishna. No need to come forward, but you will receive the second initiation, but it is announced in the circle of Vaishnavas. So that's why I say this. Then there's Ananda Bihari and his good wife Chinda, who came today. There's the daughter Gorandi, who will give the blessings in Krishna. And also there is Divya Radha, who will also obtain this sacred initiation today. The children are also there, and Dhruv, and Nitya, you are there to give the blessings. Good. So fine. They will come later. We will try to give these mantras at an astrologically very, very potent time. I will tell you later when we will go in some room. Yes?
Our Prasad's getting second initiation too.
I've forgotten the best of brahmanas. How Prasad, of course. It's second initiation also, and his wife is there, Bharat, with full support. And the parents are there. George and Ziggy, yes, I see you. And the whole upper team is there. My God, this is a strong presence here. Rasanam is there. Also, yes, you, I saw you. Everyone, good. Fine. So, isn't it a good atmosphere? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Awesome. No, when we try our best and are sincere and serious, Krishna always reciprocates, and you can feel, oh, this is a good atmosphere. It's a divine atmosphere. Even there is still a human element of what we humans do. Forget, we laugh, and we do all kinds of things. But there is also the presence of the Lord who says, yes, I am supporting you. All right, so let us give the microphone over to our principal, Bharat, please. Write the names. Yeah.
Krishna
small fire, so don't put too much in it. And there's one rule, there's one instruction: throw the grains in the fire and not on the fish. Fire is the mouth of the Lord, also considered a deity who carries the offering to the Lord. So we can meditate that this is the fire, is the mouth of the Lord, and we're feeding Him. So we make offerings to the deities, we make an offering to Krishna in this form of the fire. And we're chanting mantras for the entire Guru Parampara, for Chaitanya's associates, Radha Krishna, their associates. So, in doing so, while we chant the mantra, we can pray for the blessings of each and every personality we pray for. So try to be conscious of that. And that we get more benefit from this. I'll chant responsibly, so I'll chant part and then you can. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate
Srimate Sacinandana Swami
Iti
Namine
Swaha. Om Vishnupadaya
Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Swami Niti Namine
Swami Niti Namine
Swaha
Swaha
Samsthapakarya Namaha. Om Namaste Saraswate Deve
Saraswate Deve
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Paschatya Deshatarine
Paschatya Deshatarine
Swaha Samsthapakarya Namaha. Om Namo Vishnupadaya
Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta
Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta
Saraswati Namine
Saraswati Namine
Swaha
Swaha
Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Varshabhani Devi
Shri Varshabhani Devi
Dayitaya Kripabhaye
Dayitaya Kripabhaye
Krishna Sambandha Vijnana
Krishna Sambandha Vijnana
Dayine Prabhave Namaha.
Dayine Prabhave Namaha Swaha
Gurave Namaha. Om Madhuryojvala
Madhuryojvala
Premadhya
Premadhya
Shri Rupanuga
Shri Rupanuga
Bhaktira
Bhaktira
Shri Gaura
Shri Gaura
Karuna Shakti
Karuna Shakti
Vigrahaya
Vigrahaya
Namostute
Namostute
Swaha.
Swaha
Gurave Namaha. Om Namaste Gauravani
Namaste Gauravani
Shri Murtaye Dinatarine
Shri Murtaye Dinatarine
Rupanuga
Rupanuga
Viruddha
Viruddha
Apasiddhanta
Apasiddhanta
Mantaharine
Mantaharine Swaha
Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Gaura Kishoraya
Gaura Kishoraya
Sakshat Vairagyamurtaye
Vairagyamurtaye
Pradamba
Vipralamba
Sambodhe
Rasambodhe
Padambhujaya
Padambhujaya
Te Namaha.
Te Namaha
Swaha.
Swaha
Idam Puravedam Namaha. Om Namo Bhakti Vinodaya
Om Bhakti Vinodaya
Satchidananda
Satchidananda
Namine
Namine
Gaura Shakti
Gaura Shakti
Swarupaya
Swarupaya
Rupanuga
Rupanuga
Varayate
Varayate
Swaha.
Swaha
Idam Mahaprave Namaha. Om Gauravirbhava
Gauravirbhava
Bhume Svam Yadeshta
Yadeshta
Sajjana Priya
Sajjana Priya
नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
सर्ववैष्णवेभ्यो नमः ॐ नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः गौरचन्द्राय नमः ॐ आत्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपं स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं पंचतत्वाय नमः उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहं नरसिंहाय नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते कृष्णाय नमः ॐ जयतां जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Swaha
Panchatattvaye Namo. Chant very, very devotional also. Om
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Swaha Krishna Bhavidam Namah. Om
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Swaha Krishna Bhavidam Namah. Om
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Swaha Krishna Bhavidam Namah. Om Bhuswaha Vishnave Namah. Om Bhuswaha Namah. Om Swaswaha Narayanaye Namah. Om Bhurvaswaswaha Namanantaye Namah. Om Anantam. So, final oblation, the Purnabhuti. Purnami. So this is the offering which makes everything complete. So normally what Prabhupada did, he had initiates offer a banana in the fire. That's not so practical to offer 7 bananas to this fire. So we have one banana which you can all offer together. This will be a collaboration in devotional singing. So we can all stand up.
It's not yours.
So we can again all have a prayer in our heart. Our initiates, you can have set your intention to solemnize this very auspicious occasion. And all the audience, you can do the same for your own vows, as Maharaj just said, if you're initiated. And if you're not, you can just offer your prayers, offer your blessings right now, and we take all those blessings, all those prayers, and with that we'll make this final offering. So you can all chant after me. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. We can all hold the banana together and offer together. Swaha. Ram Krishnaya Namah. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya अस्तु तत्सर्वमच्छिद्रं कृष्णकाष्णप्रसारतः यत्किञ्चित् वैगुण्यं जातं तद्दोषप्रशमानय श्रीकृष्णस्मरणं करोमि. And now to complete the yajna and the whole ceremony, all together again chant the holy names. Om Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Radha Murlidhar ki Jai, Shri Gaurachandra ki Jai, Singh Deva ki Jai, Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Sacinandana Swami Maharaj ki Jai, Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Jai Gaur Brahmanande.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
you have gone now 3 times around the fire, because we have a little space, please make the space free so that the other relatives who are here can also give blessings. It's good if there's combined force there. But please stay in the room. There's just one thing which needs to be done. And please sing.
Krishna, Hare
Happy birthday! I forgot.
Hare Krishna, please sit for 1 second.
So Hare Krishna, Hare Bol everyone. There will be in a moment a lot of opportunities for hugging and congratulating and everything. I just wanted to complete the ceremony properly. So yes, let us use this mantra. So Hare Krishna everyone. My dear, there is one thing which needs to be still done, and I will guide you into this. That is, when initiations were given in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Lord asked the Vaishnavas to bless. At that time it was Rupa and Sanatan, and I will sometimes devotees may wonder, how do I bless someone? I mean, mostly they will say, I need blessings, but you will see how this can be done. I just wanted to very quickly close by saying, my dear devotees, you will remain nourished, you will become strengthened on your path, you will be protected even by two very powerful manifestations of the Lord. The Holy Name, who is the Holy Name Himself, and the Srimad Bhagavatam. If you keep your relationship to these two intact, you will have a very smooth journey. And I would like to read a very nice verse from which it becomes so clear why we need the shelter of Krishna in the form of the Holy Name, the Bhagavatam, to move to our end. So, if you want to sing along with me, we can do it responsibly, whatever the word is. Samashitaye padapalavam plavam. Samashitaye padapalavam plavam. Mahat param punya yasho murare. Mahat param punya yasho murare. Bhavam buddhivatsa padam param padam. Bhavam buddhivatsa padam param padam. Padam padam yat vipadam natesham. Padam padam yat vipadam natesham. Lord Brahma says in this very, very wonderful and enlivening prayer, how the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord are like a strong, sturdy, capable boat to carry the devotee over the many obstacles in the material world. So here is the beautiful translation. For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the entire cosmic manifestation, and is famous as Murari, the enemy of the Mura demon. The ocean of the material world is like the water contained in the hoof of a calf. Those fortunate souls have taken shelter at the Lord's lotus feet have one goal. It is Param Padam, Vaikuntha, the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step. So I request all the Vaishnavas who are present, there are two groups of Vaishnavas. The initiates, you have to fold your hands, please, and you have to widen and open your heart to receive blessings, and the rest of us, the majority, kindly sit properly, do a few deep breaths in and out. When you breathe in, tell yourself long and slow. And when you breathe out, tell yourself deep. And breathe into your heart area, or go with your attention to your heart area. And think of these devotees who are now moving ahead according to their respective initiations. Remember yourself, how you need for your journey so much blessings. And just think of these devotees and give them your best wishes, whatever you can muster in or muster or collect in your heart as good wishes. Just shower this on the dear devotees. You raise your hands in the sky, those who give blessings, or fold them before the heart. This may be more appropriate to fold our hearts. So we will send these beautiful blessings from our hearts by just saying together in unison the Hare Krishna mantra. Shri Radha Mudidara ki Jai, Shri Gauranga Deva ki Jai, Oh Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaur Premanandi Hare Krishna. This marks the completion of this beautiful ceremony. I am very, very happy for all of you who have received under these wonderful circumstances the deity's full presence throughout the important parts of the ceremony. And I wish you all the best. There is any way I can be of assistance. It's mostly through these whatever I put out as lectures or as these things. Please, I'm there for you, and you have also all the devotees. I'm very moved today, thinking of my time when my initiation was there. I agreed to Prabhupada. I said, I don't think I'm qualified, but I'm very, very inspired by your teachings. If you kindly can accept me in some future as your disciple. And I remember I gave a donation of 10 German marks. That is about, I don't know, the equivalent of $7.7 at that time. So Prabhupada, so I was forgetting about it. A month or so later, our temple president came to the street. I was distributing the Ishopanishads to the people of Hamburg, and he was beaming. And he said, "You have been accepted by Prabhupada." What? I said, "Me? Must be a mistake." No, the letter is fine. And I have opened it. That was our customary at that time. Prabhupada wrote the letter. It was of common interest. And here it is. And I read, he said, "You are a very sincere boy. I have received your donation of 10 German marks." And then he gave me a blessing, and yes. So I remember the snow, ice cold, frozen atmosphere which became melted with blessings. Then that letter Prabhupada came, unexpected and certainly undeserved. And today, acting as his representative. Fine. One thing is, I almost hesitate to say that I'm not comfortable that the cameras are running, but I have to say, if we need to move in the tradition when we do these things, so that those who have received, anyways, I don't even want to say it, but you know. Srila Prabhupada ki, Ishwar Nitai ki, Go Premanandi.
One more big round of applause and Hari Bol for Swami Sacinandana. And to all of our initiates. And so we'll now conclude, and I just wanted to give a big thanks and also recognition that today's prasad is sponsored, prepared by, and delivered by the Rubble family. So a big thank you to them. And so they are serving prasad in the back, so please take prasad. As is tradition, the initiates will generally go around and they will collect dakshin from all of those who are here to give their blessings. And so if you would like to give anything to support the initiates in that regard, please do so in their service to their guru parampara. And if anybody would like to just help serve in any way after the program to help us put things away, just come see me afterwards. We're always eager and grateful for community support. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.